Today we're going to pull back the curtain on a massive, absolutely vital part of the global economy that, honestly, almost no one ever thinks about. We're talking about the Liberian Shipping Registry.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a quick question for you. If you had to guess, which country has the largest shipping fleet in the entire world? Just take a second and think about it.
You're probably thinking of the big players, right? A manufacturing giant like China, or maybe a historic maritime power like Japan, or how about a global superpower like the USA? Well, guess what? It's none of them.
The answer, amazingly, is Liberia. Yep, it's number one, the largest shipping flag worldwide. So how on earth does a small West African nation end up controlling the largest fleet on the planet? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So first things first, we need to get our heads around the basic idea that makes this whole thing possible. It's really the secret sauce behind Liberia's surprising shipping empire.
And that crucial concept is something called an open registry. You might have heard it called a flag of convenience. It's a system where a country, any country, allows ships owned by foreign companies to register and sail under its flag no matter where the actual owners are from.
And you can really see why this is so attractive when you put it side by side with a traditional national registry. See, a national one is usually pretty strict. You've got to be a citizen to own a ship, the crew often has to be from that country, lots of rules. But an open registry, like the one Liberia runs, it's all about flexibility. Foreign ownership? No problem. Flexible rules for who can be on the crew? You bet. And the corporate laws and taxes? They're way more favorable. At the end of the day, for a big global shipping company, all of that just translates to being more efficient and, of course, way more cost-effective.
But the system is actually even bigger than you might think. This isn't just about the ships themselves. The Liberian Registry is also a massive hub for registering the companies that own those ships.
For the ships, the registry handles the entire life cycle from start to finish. It all begins right when a new ship is built. Then they manage the super complex process of a flag transfer. That's when a vessel moves from another country's authority over to theirs. It also covers re-registration and even offers services for environmentally friendly green ship recycling when a vessel is finally retired. It's a total cradle-to-grave service.
Now, this brings us to the other side of the business. It's a huge corporate registry, too. Ship owners can form all sorts of entities, corporations, LLCs, even private foundations, all under Liberian law. This basically creates a one-stop shop. It transforms the registry from just a list of ships into a full-on international business hub designed specifically for the maritime industry.
Okay, so we've established it's a huge business, it's efficient, but what happens when things get really serious out there on the high seas? Let's talk about safety, security, and yeah, even piracy.
I mean, think about it. When you have the world's largest fleet, you also have a massive responsibility. So a huge, non-negotiable part of the registry's job is to basically act as the police for its thousands of vessels, making sure they're all following strict international standards for safety and security wherever they are in the world.
And believe me, these standards are incredibly detailed. This isn't just some vague suggestion. The title you see here, it's from a real marine advisory they issued. It's a highly specific, mandatory rule sent to thousands of ships just to prevent disasters like engine room fires.
And make no mistake, these dangers are very, very real. And they're happening right now. These are titles pulled from actual recent security bulletins. We're talking active piracy threats, vessel attacks in the Red Sea, and major incidents in conflict zones like the Black Sea. The registry is basically a 24/7 command center trying to guide its ships through some of the most dangerous waters on the planet.
But of course, a ship is nothing without its crew. So what about the millions of people who actually live and work on these vessels? Let's take a look at life for the modern seafarer sailing under the Liberian flag.
You see, the registry's power doesn't just stop at the physical ship. It also sets the rules and standards for all the people on board. This is a really fundamental part of its role in the whole maritime world.
So how do they actually do that? Well, they control who gets to be an officer by setting the exam requirements and approving the official training courses. And, super importantly, they provide official channels for seafarers to resolve complaints, and they have specific policies aimed at preventing harassment and bullying on board.
And this commitment to the crew is very real. This advisory, for example, gives clear guidelines on how to ensure fair treatment for seafarers if they happen to get detained or arrested somewhere. It shows that the registry has a system in place to make sure their rights are protected, no matter where they find themselves in the world.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and connect all these different pieces. We've got the ships, the corporations, the safety rules, and the seafarers. What does it all add up to? Well, it's actually pretty simple.
It's the engine of global trade. This entire system, this huge administrative machine, is what allows all those container ships, oil tankers, and cargo carriers to move goods from one continent to another day in and day out, efficiently and predictably. It's the invisible foundation that our whole globalized world is built on.
So why does Liberia stay on top? Well, for one, the registry is always pushing innovation. It maintains offices and support staff all over the world, and it runs a super streamlined audit system. But here's a key factor. They are whitelisted by major port authorities. That's a huge stamp of approval. It's a mark of quality and safety that means their ships are trusted and face fewer delays in ports.
So that's where we'll end it. We've seen how this system works and why it's so dominant. It's efficient, it's standardized, it's essential. But it leaves us with this one kind of mind-blowing question to chew on. What does it really mean when the laws of one small country effectively govern so much of the commercial traffic on the world's oceans?